Okay, let's see what we have here. Wonder how big we're going to make this one. Going to leave it at 100. This one's going to be an interesting one. Oh, it's a bit boring, but we can make it look good, hopefully. Oops. Okay, let's see what we have. We have here, it says covered, and it says local, another local shit. So this is Mossman, Manly to Palm Beach. So this is what I'd call a Snooty magazine, a little bit on the rich people's side, and they're all enjoying fucking luxury bloody wine. I hate wine. I don't even like the taste of it, folks. And the stupid status that's put on about it. You know, it's a real status symbol, drinking wine. It's not my cup of tea, folks. I don't drink wine. I don't drink any alcohol, to be honest. I don't feel like it's me. I don't belong in the alcohol drinking world. I used to enjoy a little bit on the rare occasion, but basically I've decided that I'm not going to have anything to do with the culture of drinking alcohol. But it's not just about the culture, it's about the practicalities. One day I'm going to be a scientist and a CEO, and that's going to require me to be on alert. I have to be alert in my world, in my future. I have to be alert, so I have to be used to forgoing alcohol. I have to be used to it, folks. I can't just take alcohol now. I don't have... It's not my cup of tea. I like the taste of some drinks, but I'm not fussed. I can live without it. I can live without everything alcoholic, pretty much. I just don't care about the whole thing about it, you know. I just don't have any interest in wondering how we're going to make this look any good. I'm going to take a section out of that. Out of this, that's a good question. But you know, it's a lot. There's nothing wrong with. Don't get me wrong, folks. There is nothing wrong with alcohol in itself. Alcohol is okay in itself. It is not a problem unless you're getting drunk or tipsy, unless you're driving a car under the influence or operating machinery, for which you shouldn't do. But drinking it in moderation is good. It's all right. There's nothing wrong with it per se. You don't have to be like me and be what we call a teetotaler. You don't have to be like me. I don't have to be like you. We just be ourselves. We just do our own thing. I wonder if what we're going to use this one. I don't know. I'm just having trouble getting this movement looking good. But basically, you just have to be yourself, and it's okay to drink a little bit, to have a little bit of a tipple. You know, just a little bit of alcohol. Nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with it per se. It's only when it fucks your life up, and when you're using it when you shouldn't be using it. Operating machinery, driving a car. So, yeah. Let's see how we make this look. Stabilising image, please wait, says Konica Minolta. Now it's starting up. It's a bit slow, folks. Okay, looks like we've only got the barrels. We don't have the people in the picture, or the sheeple, which they could be called, as they look like they're enjoying themselves in a collective group. I'm just trying to decide whether one of these could be utilised as a piece with a cut, where it's part of it's cut out, and we're just taking the main theme of the thing. So we're just going to throw that on the recycle pile, and we're going to use this part of this overall image, I think that's the only way we can make a good piece. So yeah, you just have to basically think about the situation, whether you're going to be drinking or driving or operating machinery. You know, you just have to you just have to think logically. Just don't get drunk. Getting drunk is not good, and it's not good especially in an office party, because you could end up doing stupid things like having sex with someone, especially unprotected sex. You end up pregnant, you end up with a disease, and also you could end up doing something really crazy like sitting on a photocopier, which is a common thing that happens at Christmas time, at Christmas parties. And sitting on a photocopier is not a very good thing. They are not designed to take your weight, and you could end up seriously injured. You could end up destroying the equipment, which you'd end up having to pay for it. And even worse, you could end up losing your fucking job and getting a black mark recorded against your name for doing such a stupid yet common activity. And you could end up on the street. You can't survive without a job these days, and there's not enough jobs going around. So don't get drunk, and therefore you could avoid losing your job. And of course that could be another thing with having sex with a co-worker, or even worse, the boss, is that you could lose your fucking job for that as well. So don't be so fucking silly. You gotta treat the office party in some ways like a party, like a thing you treat your job. You behave yourself on the job. You get dressed up in your business suit or in your business attire, and you go to work and you conform to a rather rigid system. You get bullied sometimes because it's a really competitive world and people are mean and horrible and focused on making a huge amount of money. So you got to treat it like, in some ways, like your job, like you're going to go to work. You're going to see pretty well the same people, so treat them the same way as you treat them while you're on the job. You know, treat your boss, just don't be a brown noser as such, but just be respectful to your boss, because he could just sack you. He could just sack you. There's a lot of people waiting for work, and they could be a lot better. It's an employer's market out there, folks. So behave yourself to avoid ending up without a job, because you need to work, folks. I put the mirror image on first. That's a bit odd. But basically, you got to treat your job with so much respect these days. Even if you have to be, I don't know, you just have to ensure that you're not going to end up unemployed. That's just it. And getting drunk is a slippery slope to unemployment. So just think about that. Think that your boss can easily replace you with another worker. So yeah, just be kind and be businesslike at the party. Have a couple of drinks. Make sure you don't drink and drive. Make sure you just treat it a bit like you would as if you're at the job. A bit more relaxed maybe, but don't get too relaxed and get drunk and then do stupid things. It's not worth losing your job over, folks. Anyway, that looks really quite interesting. I think now we can call this demo quits.